What is going on, Jet fans? Matt O'Leary back with Mock Draft Monday, the first official post Aaron Rodgers Mock Draft Monday. Let's hop into it. You guys know the drill. We're going to do a 7-round mock draft for the New York Jets. We'll go through, we'll see what falls to us, and we'll talk about it. All right, let's get rocking. Okay. Now, in this mock draft, I think there's a good chance that this is how the board could genuinely fall, with Cam Ward going number 1, Travis Hunter, and then Shedeur Sanders. Abdul Carter comes off the board, Mason Graham, and then Will Johnson 6th overall, which leaves Tet McMillan for the New York Jets. And in this scenario, I think that's the pick that makes the most sense for the New York Jets, especially when you consider that because they will be moving on from Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams is also going to be on his way out as well. Wide receiver becomes a massive need for the New York Jets at that point, and Tet McMillan, I think with his size, is a really good complement to the kind of receiver that Garrett Wilson is. So to me, this is a no-brainer. Other positions in play, sure, Will Campbell, offensive tackle, maybe Malachi Starks, safety. The Jets could use some safety help. But in this scenario, I think I would still go with Tet McMillan. Okay, so with Tet coming off the board, looking at the top of the second round, there's a few different directions that I think the Jets could go. They landed their wide receiver in the first round, so you're not looking at any of these wide receivers at the top. You could potentially look at interior defensive line. We're going to pull that up for a split second here. The top guy off, who's potentially off the board is Omar Norman-Lott. Considering it, I think you could also take a look at safety. Xavier Watts is on the board. I think that's the direction that we're likely going to go here. You could look at tight end also, but I think we're going to wait on tight end. I think we're going to go to safety, which is a really big need for this Jets team as well. And grab Xavier Watts coming off the board. So 2 positions of need, wide receiver, safety. You're likely drafting 2 starters in the first 2 rounds. And let's see what is up for the New York Jets at this point. Okay. Now, in this scenario, would you take a flyer on Jalen Milroe? Maybe they also need a tight end. And Harold Fannin Jr. is there. Terrace Ferguson is there. Jalen Milroe at 7 versus Jalen Milroe in the 3rd round is a little bit different. So this is a move on from Aaron Rodgers mock draft. So maybe we do take a quarterback in this one. Especially if that's where he's going to be. Okay. Sanker stands out. Terrence Ferguson stands out. They really need tight end now. They already drafted a safety. So I think we're going to go to tight end at this part of the draft. So let's do that. Still have some needs, right? You have wide receiver, safety, quarterback, tight end. You need to start, I think anyway, in this mocks, need to start loading up on the defensive side of the ball. We'll take a look at some interior guys at this point in the 5th round, some corner help. 2 picks coming up here for the Jets. Take a look at some corner. Maybe some edge. Right? Like I feel like there's pretty good value right here with Tyler Barron. So we'll go edge here and then take a look at interior defensive line. I still think you broke out okay here. Yep. All right. We'll go Tim Smith on the interior defensive line. You might have to grab another one even in the 6th round, which is fine. They just kind of need to add depth to these positions. Let's take a look. So you have wide receiver, safety, quarterback, tight end, edge, interior defensive line, corner out of Rutgers, local product. That seems like something the Jets usually like to do. So let's do that. Corner's a need. And then I think another defensive lineman is likely going to be the pick here. We'll take Caldwell. Okay, let's see how we did, how it'll grade us out here. Again, first post Aaron Rodgers draft, was able to land a wide receiver in the first round, a quarterback in the third round. Let's see if they like it. They like it. A- for this one. Ted McMillan, they gave an A. Xavier Watts a B+. Jalen Milroe a B+. Terrence Ferguson in the fourth round, they gave a C. I'm good with it. I think Terrence Ferguson is, you're definitely drafting a position of need number one, and I think he's a good player. I don't mind going edge. I would have thought they would give a higher grade than that. Tim Smith, need, but they really like the last two picks, so it rounds out to an A- draft. But I want to hear from you guys. Let me know what you think on this version of a Mock Draft Monday. Let me know. I'm Matt O'Leary. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you next time.